Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty. This is episode 10 of the Battleship Brawl Season 3 Grand Finals. In this episode, we've got the Devil's Tongue Flameship by Faram 4 going up against the New Mexico by Faram 4. So I wonder who's going to win this time. I'm pretty sure I know how this battle's going to go, but you never know. I've been surprised in the past. Let's go ahead, get round one of the best 2 out of 3 started here. See what happens. That just absolutely massive volley of high explosives. Ooh. Really wrecked one of those rear guns. The other one's damaged, but probably still functional. But at the same time, the Devil's Tongue is down to 87% from the first New Mexico volley. Wow! Look at all the guns the New Mexico stripped off. Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that. New Mexico may actually have a chance here. Wow! That's like 6 guns in the first volley. Maybe more. It's kind of hard to count. Mexico landing some more shots. This is by far the worst we've ever seen the Devil's Tongue get damaged. But this position makes the forward guns of the New Mexico rather vulnerable. Ooh, yeah, just like that. Oh, now the guns are gone. There's still plenty of weaponry left on the Flameship and the Devil's Tongue to finish off the New Mexico, but the New Mexico repairing quite quickly. And one of its forward guns is still functional. The Devil's Tongue also repairing. Oh, it lost some more guns in the rear here. Wow, the New Mexico is doing a good job of taking out these batteries. And those are expensive to fix. And quite difficult for the repair bots to actually, repair. New Mexico getting some broadside action in. I think its rear gun there is actually still functional. The rear one. The rearmost gun. Yep, it fired away. It is damaged, but still working. New Mexico actually in the lead here. 88.7% versus 81.5%. Those shells, ooh, one of them connected. Ooh, some more coming in. Oh, those skipping off the water. Those look like they went right through the barrel of that turret and didn't do anything. Kind of hard to tell. Mexico is withstanding this barrage quite impressively. Like, most of the damage on it is to its superstructure. It has lost several guns though, which is definitely hampering this fight. Oh, and the Devil's Tongue has narrowed that gap. Oh, that functional turret in the back there takes a good hit. But the armor held. Yeah, that gun is still... I mean, the barrels are sheared off down to like the last block, but the turret is still functional, still able to fire. That's impressive. Oh, the Devil's Tongue lost a couple more guns. It's down to 4 guns. It has taken a lot of damage. Mexico in pretty... Oh, wow, this is a really close battle now. Oof. Those shells, if they keep landing like that, they're eventually going to core in and take down those turrets. Oh, it looks like this turret has actually been disabled. It is no longer aiming. Devil's Tongue down to the last 3 guns. Oh, and 2 of them take hits! Oh, man! The New Mexico might actually do it, folks. The New Mexico might defeat the Devil's Tongue here. It's not over yet, but things are not looking good for the Devil's Tongue. It is down to a single gun that has the damaged barrel. And it seems like the New Mexico has the better repair rate. Well, not that it matters. If we go to time, both ships are going to run out of materials, so in all honesty, it doesn't matter. If the New Mexico can just land a shot on that last turret, it is game. Devil's Tongue's health is slowly going down while the New Mexico's is slowly going up. Oh, it looks like that rear turret got put back into action. That's huge for the Devil's Tongue at this point. More than doubled its firepower. I'm impressed that the New Mexico actually has 3 functional turrets still after take. Oh no, it only has 2. This one is aiming, but it's not firing. It's not functional. But still, the New Mexico is still alive after taking all of those hits. Both ships burning through their materials. Try and get some repairs in, and oh, big shots to the rear there. Not a whole lot of actual damage, but that's going to take out a lot of blocks, and that's going to lower the health values, which is what's going to be important at this point. Because the New Mexico's at 83%, Devil's Tongue down to 60. Oh, right on the turret! That gun is gone. There is not enough materials left to fix any gun. So all that's left is this one damaged turret up in the front. That is the Devil's Tongue's only hope. Oh, and some shells are getting awfully close. Oh, I think an engine may have just been... Yep, you can see the engine through there. It was damaged. Suddenly the RPM shot way up, and I think the engines have gone out. They don't have proper power to run everything anymore. Putting the Devil's Tongue partially dead in the water. It's not completely dead, but it does not have full propulsion. Oh, that shell got really close to taking down the Devil's Tongue's last gun. Let's go check on the New Mexico. I haven't looked at it in a while. It's been gaining health for quite some time. The Devil's Tongue is not able to outdamage the repairs, though the New Mexico is out of materials at this point. Devil's Tongue doesn't have many left itself. And it's down to 59.2%. Oh! I looked away for 1 second and the last gun gets destroyed. The Devil's Tongue has no hope of winning this now. Unless the New Mexico does something stupid like sail off into the sunset and get disqualified. Man, the Devil's Devil's Tongue is really durable, though. It has taken more than a few hits. But at this point, the engines are struggling to keep her moving. She's down to 50. Oh, that is it. The Devil's Tongue Flameship is 2 damaged. That is the game. That is the end of round 1 with the Devil's Tongue defeated. Alright, folks, that was a really interesting round. I'm a little surprised. I honestly expected the Devil's Tongue to win. It's a very, very powerful ship, but it managed to lose. So, yep, like I said, anything could happen. I've been surprised before. The New Mexico is remarkably durable. Is able to weather that high explosive storm. And I think that first volley knocking out like 6 guns played a big factor. Let's see how this first volley goes this time. Some good hits. Only knocked out 1 gun though, but it completely destroyed that gun. And damaged the one next to it. Oh, the New Mexico's lost a lot of health, but oh, there goes several guns knocked out by the New Mexico. The New Mexico has taken a lot of damage. What's going on? Oh, it lost a lot of superstructure and bow, but oh, it also seems to have lost one of its rear guns. The rearmost gun this time. Yeah, if the Devil's Tongue wants to win, it needs to take down those guns. So New Mexico has proven that it has the firepower to win this fight. It has the durability and the firepower to win an extended battle. The Devil's Tongue needs to end this quickly. New Mexico missing this time around. But it has ripped off a huge chunk of the Devil's Tongue's guns. Oh, looks like the Devil's Tongue is evading that volley. Turned under it. New Mexico getting hammered away at. But that side armor that's taking the hits does not care about these explosive rounds. I mean, it is quite happy to just absorb shell after shell after shell. Oh, but that was a turret hit. That gun is, yeah, that is a disabled turret. It's pretty hard to protect the gun against a shot straight to the face like that. And New Mexico's bow being damaged has got to be slowing it down, making it an easier target for the Devil's Tongue. Mexico down to 76.5%, Devil's Tongue at 84.7%. The way things are going right now, it's honestly looking like we may be going to a round 3, but I wouldn't count the New Mexico out yet. It has done some significant damage to the Devil's Tongue. And a single shell landing on those turrets is enough to destroy them. Oh, some of those look like they're coming in a good positioning. Did not get a turret, but definitely did some damage. Oh, New Mexico having some issues staying afloat. It's borderline sinking. If it gets much lower, it's going to get an 80% sinking despawn. Oh, it's tilted so heavily, most of its props are out of the water. New Mexico absolutely gobbling down its materials, try and keep itself alive. I mean, the Devil's Tongue is doing so too. Both vessels just repairing away. But I think the asymmetric barrel damage here is causing some issues. Plus, the Devil's Tongue is not an easy target to hit in the first place. Yeah, the Devil's Tongue definitely has the advantage in this round, and I do believe it is going to pull off the victory. The New Mexico is not able to land any effective damage due to the asymmetric barrel damage. Yeah, but this is what I was saying before. The Devil's Tongue has to get that advantage and put the New Mexico down quick, and it basically has. I mean, the New Mexico's still alive and still fighting, but because of the asymmetric barrel damage, it's not really able to land any hits, so those guns are basically destroyed, even though they're still firing. Like, I don't think the Devil's Tongue has actually taken a hit in several minutes. Oh, there goes a hit. Of course, you know, as soon as I said that, it has to prove me wrong. But that was kind of a wimpy hit, to be honest. It didn't really do anything. New Mexico got itself leveled back out again, is no longer rearing up or you know, lifting its rear out of the water. But at the same time, there's just it just doesn't have enough left. It's out of gas. I mean, it's going to be out of materials here soon, and at that point, it's all over. Oh, the turret took a hit there. Yep, it has become disabled. The front turret is completely disabled. May even pop off, and if it does, that may spell the end of the New Mexico. No, it doesn't seem to have popped. The weapons on the New Mexico very well armored. They do not go down easily. Oh, is that a shot to the turret here? No. Almost, but not quite, I think. And see, now at this distance, with these barrels being damaged, they actually can't fire if there's a failsafe, because they'll be firing through their own blocks. Devil's Tongue Flameship is not doing great itself either. It's lost a lot of its guns, and its ability to deal damage is severely reduced. And combine that with a durable, fast repairing vessel like the New Mexico. Oh wow! It just took out another gun. See, that's the thing. Even though the New Mexico is behind by a significant margin. Oh, the front turret just popped off there. As long as it has one gun firing, it has the capacity to come back and win this. Because if it manages to take down all of the Devil's Tongue's guns, it would be at a similar hit points to it. And now there's no more repairing. That's it. Both vessels are out of materials. Or wait, no, the New Mexico must have shot itself. And because it just got more materials. Yeah, you can see this turret here is destroyed now. The failsafe failed. And the turret is gone. New Mexico has no operable weaponry left. That is going to spell the doom of the New Mexico. For this round anyway, we're going to be going to a round 3. You know, assuming something crazy doesn't happen here. So I'm going to go ahead and, at this point, I'm going to speed up the footage until round 2's over, or the New Mexico actually managed to do something other than the target dummy. And there we are, folks. Despawning due to 2 damage is definitely being something other than a target dummy. So round 2 is over. This is a 1-in-1 match. We're going to round 3. So I have no idea who's going to win. It may have just been that the New Mexico got lucky in the first round with that all those cannons blew off, or maybe the Devil's Tongue got lucky in the second with the double knockout of the rear turrets early. Who knows? It's hard to tell. We're gonna find out which is the better vessel right now. So far, oh, Devil's Tongue down to 90%, 89.8. After the first ball, he lost several guns. Not as much as in the first round, but still an ample amount of firepower reduced. Let's check on the New Mexico. New Mexico has had the barrels sheared off on the front guns once more. Rear guns perfectly fine. Hull fine. Oh, those shells are heading for the rear guns, though. Oh, having some barrel shear. There's some gauge damage to the forwardmost rear cannon. Shell stripped down the side of the New Mexico. New Mexico taking some shots at the superstructure. Man, these two are just brutal to one another. Oh, I think those were some more. Nope, I think those hit in the already destroyed gun section. Not a good use of your shots there, New Mexico. The guns over here are already dead. You need to be shooting at the other ones. So far, very even. Oh, there was a hit. That rear turret on the Devil's Tongue blown off. And while the Devil's Tongue does have a good repair rate, we haven't actually seen it repair a cannon that takes a hit like that. The Devil's Tongue has lost a good half of its weapons. And that puts it at a pretty big disadvantage when I think the New Mexico has not lost much. Many of its guns are still functional. Let's check in on the New Mexico, see how she's doing. Those front guns, barrel sheared, but weapons still functioning. Actually, I don't know if this one is. This one might be disabled. This rear turret seems to be functional still, but might not be able to fire because of the turret in front of it. Yeah, I think it's got firing constraints keeping it from aiming there. Oh, nope, it's firing away those rear turrets. Pumping out shells. Doing what they can. Really close match. Devil's Tongue down to 77.3%. New Mexico at 81.7%. It's close, but New Mexico currently has a lead, though that lead just shrank. Probably because of superstructure hits there. Oh, one of the front cannons took a blast too. That gun is gone, and I don't think it's coming back. It's basically up to this rearmost turret at this point, I think. Especially since the one in front of it just took another hit. The lead is swung back to the New Mexico. Devil's Tongue ahead swung back from the New Mexico, with the Devil's Tongue taking over. But now it's even again. Oh, the Devil's Tongue lost more of its guns up here. It has taken some serious damage. If New Mexico can manage to take out these last few remaining guns, it could claim victory. It could claim overall victory here. It all comes down to where these shells go. They hit turrets. It's bad news for the Devil's Tongue. And oh, those shells are going right for the turrets too. The gun is held so far. The armor protected it. I think that barrel in the middle may have been damaged though, or no, it's just offset. This stop and go motion of the Devil's Tongue is causing a few shells here and there to miss. Not all of them. Oh, that's going right for the... Oh! Another turret bites the dust. The Devil's Tongue down to 3 turrets. Taking some heavy hits. Mexico is repairing like crazy. I think that front turret just shielded the rearmost one from some damage. No, I don't think that turret can fire. If the repair bots would just repair some barrels, that'd be a whole nother gun able to fire. But you know, repair bots, they aren't the brightest. That was a good hit to the side of the Devil's Tongue there. Also, folks, if this, with it being a 1-1, I'm going to let this fight play out until there's a victor, regardless of the hit point. Like if there isn't a 5% difference at the end, then I'm gonna let it play out. But right now, the New Mexico actually has a 5% lead. And if it keeps landing hits, it'll be able to maintain that. Because the Devil's Tongue, with all its weaponry damaged... Oh, that may have taken out another gun. It did. There's only 1 turret left on the Devil's Tongue. This forwardmost gun right here. The only thing left. I think that's it, folks. I think the Devil's Tongue is lost. I don't think that 1 gun is going to be able to do enough. Like, even if the New Mexico just stopped repairing and stopped firing right now, I don't think the Devil's Tongue can make up 12% with 1 gun. Mexico evading those shells. Devil's Tongue taking some more hits. Oh, big hit to that pontoon. That's a lot of blocks removed. And knocked down those hit points. I don't think it's possible for the Devil's Tongue to sink. It always seems to be floating right there at that same level. But it only has this 1 gun. That's it. And even that doesn't seem to be firing. Oh, there it goes. Of course, as soon as I say that. And the New Mexico is officially out of materials. Cannot perform any more repairs. And yeah, I just don't think the Devil's Tongue can make up an 18% difference with one gun. The New Mexico is just too tanky for that. Oh no, don't shoot yourself! The Devil's Tongue may not be able to do it on its own, but that doesn't mean you need to help it. And the New Mexico shot itself again. And again, it's going to end up destroying its only major gun left if it keeps doing that. Oh, the Devil's Tongue is nearly out of materials as well. Wow, what an epic battle. And what a surprise. Everybody, including myself, thought the Devil's Tongue was going to win the whole thing. It was going to be the champion of champions, the best overall ship in Season 3, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. It is out of materials, can no longer repair, seems to have gone dead in the water. Oh, nope, it was just doing its stop and go. But that 20% difference in health, as long as the New Mexico doesn't do something like sink or sail out of bounds and get itself disqualified, it's got this. Oh, I think it might actually, the Devil's Tongue might be fully dead in the water now. Yeah, because the engines are in this middle compartment, and it's taking several hits there. And you can see the remainder of one. What's left of an engine right there. I am surprised, folks. That is a 2-damage Devil's Tongue flame ship. The battle is over. The New Mexico, the victor. The Devil's Tongue has been sent back to the depths. It came from the depths, now it is to the depths. I know, it's a lame joke. Wow. I'm impressed. I guess it takes a Farum 4 ship to defeat a Farum 4 ship. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.